Hi everybody, my name's Pixie and I'm going to help you create this lion painting, right? And it is just a representation of a lion. It's not a photograph of a lion because I never seen a lion with a red triangle on its face, but it looks kind of cool. So we're like, oh, this is an idea of a lion with the shape of a lion, but I already drew it, right? Hey, mine's upside down. The shape of the lion, and then that's already done. And we're not gonna, this is all fake, right? This scribbly line, it's not real. I just wanted you to be able to see that it's a lion. We'll paint over that, that doesn't matter. And then the color, we're gonna use lion colors, and this is the color wheel right here that we're using, right here. This is the color family we're using, plus brown, right? And brown is not really in the color wheel. And we have two colors of brown, or three colors of brown. Look. Okay, so do you guys see this one? She's like tan, or she looks like caramel. What should we call it? Light brown? I don't know. Hey, the TV went off again. Has to restart. Some other class, their TV went off. And then this one is just regular brown. And then this one is rusty brown. Can I call them that? Regular brown, she looks like chocolate pudding. And then rusty brown, like a reddish brown. Hi everybody. I was just showing everybody the three different colors of brown. This is caramely brown, and rusty brown. Just for the names, you know, because they're really closely related. And we're going to paint the background first, but we're going to paint this back half first. So, because we'll be learning how to add one color to another color, and we're going to try to make 3D, which means dark, medium, light. So if I paint the whole thing red, red must be the lightest color, right? Then I add black. Oh my God, look at how much black. I let it be very black on the side. But then I would like to make medium. So I don't get any more paint because that'll make it black. I just grab the edge of this black and kind of scribble it. I push it into the painting a little bit to make medium, you know? And then there's only a tiny bit of powder black left in my paintbrush. And then I just go and dirty up the rest of the red. But look at how pure red. I couldn't get it closer to the lion. So that is very light. No black in it. Medium, dark. And we need 3D, which means the whole idea is getting the black to disappear inside of the red. So what? You're going, what is she talking about? So we'll do it back here where nobody can really see it. We'll learn it back here because we're going to put the mane over it anyway so that we're understanding it where nobody's really looking, right? And then when we do the front, it'll be our second time and we'll understand it, okay? So we need to do our background, we need this really awesome bright red and some blick. And we're going to use our biggest paintbrush. Right? She can be a little tiny paintbrush and she could be a big paintbrush. Let me show you. Watch this. So if I go like this and I do it very, very soft, she's a tiny, itty bitty, little paintbrush. No, that would take all day. So we are smashing our paintbrush very hard. Look how big it gets. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's a giant paintbrush. So I'm literally folding my paintbrush over. Right? And yeah. And the texture is more interesting too. Okay? But we have to outline. I need to outline this back half. And remember, this is all fake because I put hair on top of it. The hair goes on top of the background, right? So I don't need to draw those zigzags all perfect. Right? It's just fake. So open your red. And you'll see what I mean by fake when we start painting. And then you just poke your red paint. And how much paint do I get? You'll figure it out. Because it's like you get, nothing happens. It only lasted like an inch. You're like, that was not enough paint. right? So then you start stabbing harder and harder and getting just around a pound of paint on it. And then you go, oh, I get it. So biggest paintbrush, and we just poke our red, poke, and do it with me. Go, you do it. Remember, you're not copying anyone but me. So poke with your big paintbrush, the red paint. And then let's outline, let's draw lines so we know that we're just doing this back half, like, okay, there and there, I guess, right? Just so I can tell. Okay, all right, I'm putting all the back half of the background only, right? Just for my brain. We're gonna paint over that. That's not real, right? Just for my brain. And then let's outline this fake zigzag. We're painting over it. It doesn't matter. So we just go, all right, let's outline it. And why do we always outline everything? And you're also getting used to paintbrush, like pushing and pulling, and you're like, oh, look what the paint does. And you're just, I can't tell you what the paintbrush is like. Are you using the very biggest paintbrush, the biggest, fluffiest? Okay, do not use the little one. You'll be here all day. And then I'm just pushing and pulling, and oh, look, it's all dry. What happens when my paint's all dry? Oh no, I'm out of paint. Just get more paint. Just stab your red, poke. And I just go, here, smash, smash, smash. All right. Okay. Are you done as fast as me? If you are not done already, you need to go faster. What? I know, I'm just messing with you. Oh, excuse me, back half. We're not doing the front half. We're not doing the lion's face. Just the back half. We're going to practice back here. Teachers, you guys are walking around and looking for ways to suggest. Great. And then, do you have to do like a perfectly good job on the back? No. On the face, we will do a nice slow job, you know, making smooth lines for the face outline, but not now. Then we're going to paint over this. And then we just made our paint this thin. What's going to immediately start happening to our paint as soon as we make it thin? It's going to start drying. If your paint is dry and see-through, you need to stab your paint and get more paint. You put it on like frosting. Okay, thick. Okay, now that it's thin, it's going to start drying. The air is stealing all the water out of our paint. So like, because our little trick of making the black disappear into the red only works if the red is wet. The red kind of eats up our black. So we have to be moving it along, okay? So now I'm going to get the whole thing wet all the way up to the edge, but I just need way more paint. And then using the side of your paintbrush, remember I showed you how the side of your paintbrush is very soft, but then I have to hold my paintbrush like a magic wand and push, and it's a big part of the paintbrush, right? And it has a better texture. The tip, she only just does that, right? The side is like all smooth and peanut butter, right? So I'm gonna stab my red, but I'm gonna push it around like, watch. I got a huge, disgusting amount, but watch. Oh my God, I could push it around at what? Look how far I got it to go. And then I push it around more. Oh yeah. Oh, that is pink. That's not right. It needs more red. It can't have the canvas show. I need more. Poke. Okay, there. Oh, that's, yeah, more thick, smoother texture. And then I just use small wiggles because I like the texture it makes. Because the texture is more interesting than straight lines. Straight lines is like so boring. And then we smash our paintbrush so she's bigger. Right? Otherwise we're like little all day. Okay, and now I stab my paint and get more. And then uh-oh, I'm making my paint thin on my canvas. What does that mean? She's drying. Go faster. Look, watch you guys. Everybody pause. Those of you who are good at math, you're going like this. No. We don't care about that. We're going to go really, really fast because our paint is drying. paint. I push and pull the paint and push and pull the paint. Yeah. Do not be delicate. We ruin the whole thing once we put black on it, right? We're going to go back and touch it again. So like, oh, mine has to be a certain perfection. No, we're about to ruin this red paint when we add Blick. Uh-oh, I'm all dry down here. What do? Give up and go home? No, I just get more red poke. And then push and shove and push and shove and push and shove. Oh, and get it all the way to the bottom. Some people, I don't want to see that white showing down here. There. Uh-oh, my paint is very thin. What's happening to my paint right now? It's drying. Hurry, go faster. Get more paint and shove. Get more paint. Make the paint do all the work. Scoop. Smashy, smashy, smashy. Scoop. Smashy, smashy, smash, 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 smash. Yeah. Make the paint do the work. If you're going like this, tana, 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 it is too delicate, right? And go ahead and sit down and get comfortable. Look to the side of the painting. Is it because you can't see me? Is that why? Oh, okay. It might be easier to sit doing this bottom part anyway. Okay, who's ready to add some Blick? I think I might be frozen in a classroom. Anyway, okay, now I'm going to get Blick, right? But how much black do I need? I'm going to try to get black to run out. It is not a black painting. If I wanted it black, I would have painted it black. It's supposed to be red with a little bit of black. A little bit. Who's more powerful, black or red? Don't clean your paintbrush. We need this red in there. Black is 1,000 times more powerful. They use way more pigment in the black, right? So if I drop it off right here, I'm going to turn it into this nice scribbly texture, but not Z's. More like big, little, small, little, big, little, small, little, big, little, right? And then I just do the edge, and then there's just a little bit left in my paintbrush. That's how I get this cool texture, like a dirty little paintbrush. And if I want to get more, I sneak up and just grab some from the edge, but I never touch this nice black edge because I like it, okay? So you guys ready? So I'm going to, how much black? I don't really know. It's just a poke of black. So I just go poke like that in my back. Yay, okay. One of the classrooms got their TV. Okay, now I got this black, and now everybody pause and look up. Even if you're busy, watch what I'm doing. I'm gonna wipe off this black like a backwards 7 right on the edge, like a frame. And I just go, ew, ew, and then it ran out. So then I might get one more poke. I'm not gonna get too much. Poke, okay, there. And I just wipe it off. Oh, like a big upside down, backwards L, right? So where is it most black? We're trying to make the most black on the edge, right? But look at mine. Like, I'm allowed to have different versions of black even on my, because where I first land, it's very thick black, right? And then as I run out of black, it kind of, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need very much black, because what happens next? I landed right there with a huge glob, right? And then as I went, I ran out again. So you don't have to I'm putting mine super, super thick. And make sure you're using the giant number 8 paintbrush, right? I see somebody using the tiny number 4. This is number 4. It's the giant, okay? Just want to make sure. Okay, now let's change it into a frame because our red paint is drying. So don't put on the black like it's a decoration. You just drop it off like you don't care, because now we're going to decorate. You ready? Everybody pause and look up. Watch me do it before you do it. So everybody pause. That looks bad. That doesn't have interesting texture, right? So I'm going to smush it and turn it into an interesting scribble. But I kind of do it like I'm doing fake handwriting. Watch. I go big, little, big, big, small, little, big, little, small, small. And it's only about 2 fingers big. I'm speaking the foreign language that I'm making up as I paint. Big, small, little, big, big, big. It's a more interesting texture than making Z's. Z, 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 Z. That's terrible. So I'm going fake, 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 fake. Look, and then I can go back and make sure it's black on the very edge is my most blackest. Because how many color values do I need to make it 3D? 3. Dark, medium, light. So the most dark is my very black edge. And remember, do it weird and scribbly, like weird, so it has an interesting texture. And then medium, we're going to make with dirty black. Like just what's left on our paintbrush. It looks like smoke, right? It's like chalk. And then pure red will be the part that didn't get any black, right? So you guys ready to go again? Is it interesting, weird? And you made it very interesting, not, right? Okay, now let's make medium, which means I can never go back to the very, very edge. It's got a lot of black paint there, and I'm trying to run out of paint, not get more paint. Okay, watch this. Now I can grab the very edge of it, you know, and scratch it deeper into the paint, into the red paint, and it will be medium because I'm going to be running out of black on purpose. Just what's left of my paintbrush and this edge, and I'm, oh, look at, you can see it's more red, and I'm doing it weird, so it has interesting texture. Oh, I'm just scratching at the edge of it, making medium. Okay, that, I think I need to do a second pass. That's kind of, well, then it will make it more black if I keep doing it. Maybe I'll just touch a few places I felt like I missed. I don't want to keep doing it. I like the red peeking through. If I keep doing it, who's more powerful, black or red? I'm not black. Okay, but make sure the black is touching the very, very edges. It's supposed to be a black frame, right? Okay, it's really, really bleak. Right. Okay, now a third time. So that is dark. That is medium. You ready to do light? You're only allowed to use the paint in your, and remember, weird texture. Hop around. Don't, everybody's pause and look up. Do not use this much pressure. Look up. Stop painting and look up. Do not use this much pressure. Okay, we're holding it like a pencil, and we're only using this much pressure. Okay, now what's left in your paintbrush? A little bit of baby chalk. It will make the fuzziest, most invisibly black. Just dirty up the rest of the red. Oh, it looks like smoke. Oh, I can't go back to the edge and get more. That would make it, no, I'm just making a little fuzzy, invisible, chalky little black. Ooh, dark, medium, the lightest. And then look at all that interesting texture. Not straight lines, right? It's boy. So each pass was how many color values to make 3D? Dark, medium, light. So letting one color disappear into another wet color is actually how you shadow and highlight. If you keep going back over here and touching this black side, you keep picking up black paint. The only choice your red paint has to be is to turn solid black. You can't go back to the edge and get more black paint. She's too dominant. She will erase your red completely. So now you have to go and just what's left on your paintbrush and use the side of your paintbrush. Everybody look at me. Look up. The side of your paintbrush and put a little bit of mist on the rest of the red. Right? Do not go back over here and get more black. You're supposed to be running out of black. Right? I ran out. If it's all the way black, you didn't do it right. And I see in one room, there's a dominant personality because everybody has done this solid black and you kept going and getting more black. Who are you guys copying? Because it's not me. So one of the rooms has a dominant personality. Remember, you're copying me, not your neighbor. You just made it black. Okay, now I have this dirty little paintbrush and it has black on it and I want to go and do this side. So I'm going to lick it off. No, I'm just kidding. No. You guys are weird. Okay, now I'm gonna go like this and fold over my paintbrush and like this and fold it over really hard, and then I pinch the paint out. Look at all the black came out. It still looks black, but it doesn't make black. I can even pinch it one more time. Pinchy, 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 and then, oh yeah, there, look, it doesn't even come off on my hand. See? That's good. So it's mostly out. And then maybe I'll make it back into a point. Right? That's because I kind of made a duck's lips out of it. Okay. So who kind of understands it? And teachers are walking around and seeing people who didn't understand it and re-explain it. And catching people who are not following directions and giving them new suggestions and repeating what I was intending. Okay? So now we get to do the other side, right? So whatever, like this was just for learning. Nobody's gonna look at that. Nobody cares. Okay, watch. But this is so much bigger. Everyone's gonna stare at his face. So this is the one that counts, and it's gonna make so much more sense. So we're gonna outline I'm gonna show you how to do a perfect outline. An outline of his face, right? And then we paint the whole thing red and then add black and do the disappearing thing. But now that you've done it once, your brain's like, all right, okay, I think I got it. Okay, so we're gonna go like this and go, all right, I need to outline and paint. So I don't know if you guys remember from last time, but the way you outline and paint is you get a lot of paint on your paintbrush and you go poke like that. But then your paintbrush smashes against the canvas and it goes poke and it opens, but we only stare at one hair that touches the pencil and we go push, and the paint kind of squishes out the side. You know how a bulldozer pushes the sand and on either side there'd be a pile of sand? We're using that trick. So I'm gonna stab my red paint, red, stab, smash, and now I'm gonna outline it. So, okay, I can start up here, but that's all fake, right? And then I smash my paintbrush, smash, and then I go, oh, one hair touching the I don't care that happened. It's all ugly. I'm staring at that front, that one hair that touches. Wait, I ran out of paint. It got dry. Am I wiggling? No, you cannot wiggle. That's for crayons, markers, color pencil, where the color comes out one speck at a time. No, we are making it smooth. So the more paint that's on there, it makes a very smooth line. So I stop. Now I have to sneak up again. Everybody pause and look up. I'm going to go like this. Smash and then sneak down. Now I'm touching. Now I can go again. It's the pushing that makes the smooth line. Because I'm staring at one hair. Like that. And there's oh, here I come. I see you guys. We're just outlining. They're coming back. There's another class that got turned up. I see you. We're just outlining our lion in the front with red paint. Sorry about the technology drama. Still glitchy. Okay, and now I gotta go next to the nose, but I'm gonna smash my paintbrush. I don't wiggle ever. I go smash. Okay, now I can sneak up, and one hair touches the pencil. Like that. Now you do it. Don't wiggle. That makes a bumpy nose, a bumpy face. And in one of the classrooms, there's a cup in front of the camera, so I can't really see good. Thank you. Who did it? Right? And it's red, not black. It's red, okay? Whoever is the dominant personality in that one room, please stop and follow my directions and not the directions of a person in your room. Okay? Now I can get more, and I go smash and make it very smooth. And then I just go like this, because this is fake down here. The hair is going to go past this line. Because if you don't follow my directions, then the way that we highlight and shadow the entire lion is being taught by this background. So the background is essential to understanding how to paint. Okay, so now that I outlined it and I got a smooth line, now I'm going to paint the whole thing red. And do we do it fast or slow? Fast, like we don't care, because we go back and touch the whole thing with red, with black anyway, right? So I get my red and I just go blah, 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 but not see-through red. I don't want it pink. And then look at, I have a little protective, so when I get close to my line, I just slow down. I'm saving my lion, because once you outline things on Earth, you don't cross the line. It's a human trick. Okay, a class that just joined me, let me show you how to outline with a paintbrush, right? So your paintbrush goes open, and then that one hair touches the pencil, and you just push like this. Watch, I go smash, and then I let one hair sneak up, oop, touching the pencil, and I push my paintbrush so that it's a smooth line. Does that make sense? And then red, red, red. Look, it's all see-through. That's pink. More red. Stab. And then when I get near my lion, I slow down because I don't want to hurt my lion. But look, I have a whole inch before I could hurt him. So it's like protection, right? And then whenever it acts dry, you can even hear it go. More paint. Stab. Just get a stab of red paint and push and shove and push and shove and push and shove and push and shove. Look at it got dry. You can hear it. See? I want it slippery. And I get more red. Stab! I'm so sorry you guys had the technical difficulty, but I love that you guys are catching up that fast. Love, 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 love. And if yours keeps logging off and logging on, turn off Zoom and log back onto the Zoom class. That often works, like a bad cell connection. And if anybody in one of the classrooms wants to run over to that other room and support them with what you know how to do, that would be nice, because they keep getting turned off. I feel sad. Okay, there. Mine's all sloppy wet. Oh, wait. Look at little white things are showing. What? Get out of here. Oh, I don't want that. Get it, get it, get it. I feel bad that I'm frozen in that other room. Okay. Now it's like, doesn't that not look as pretty as the other side? Where we made kind of smoke with our black. Because we're trying to make 3D, right? Dark, medium, light. Just red is almost boring. So we need to make it something. So everybody pause and look up. I'm going to do my black edge, right? And it's just like a 7 and an L. But do I need more black? No. Because I'm trying to make it just 2 fingers of black. Then the next 2 fingers are running out of paint. So by the time I get near my line, I have run out of black paint. We do 3 or 4 rows, depending on how wide the area is. So I'm going to poke my black and just get 1 poke. And I go, what? Okay, I need a second poke. That's not going to go far enough. Okay, 2 pokes, that's it. But who understands it, because we did it once already. Dark, medium, light. We are trying on purpose to run out of black paint. Who likes their texture? Don't you have good texture? And it's just this made up fluff thing, and you guys are really good at it. Okay, so I need to push that black all the way off the edge, so it's the most black on the edge. And it's only like 2 fingers big, right? Not big. And I just go, and I'm falling off the page to make sure that the black goes around the edge, right? Oh, there was a lot of black paint right there. Oh my God, that covered up the red completely. But luckily the whole thing's not going to be like that. When you go and get paint, it's always the most darkest right there. Oh, I can see that. Let me go and make sure it's most black on the sides. Look at that. I'm going to fix that. Make sure I went off the edge. Across the top. Bye. There. I'm going to do over here too. I can see that white trying to peek through. Get out of here. Okay, there. And now I'm not allowed to get more black paint. I made my interesting texture. Who are you copying? Me, not your neighbor. Okay, so there's my interesting blick, right? I'm not going to touch it anymore except for the very front of it. I can pull on it a little bit and what's left in my paintbrush. That's it. You ready to make, so that's dark, ready to make medium. And what kind of texture is it? Not straight lines. Straight lines is boring. Okay, ready? I'm just going to grab the bottom of it. Oh, I'm making it's 2 fingers, but it's medium. And I do not want to get more. I am trying to run out and have a disappeary see-through black. Okay. Look at his, and I don't want to touch it again. Every time I touch it, I put more black on it. Okay, stop. Oh, I have to stop myself because you know I want to play with it more. But do I have a dark and do I have a medium? I do. And I don't need to go visit the dark area anymore because that will just, my paintbrush is like a sponge and will just pick up that black. Okay, and somebody again, so the teacher in one of those rooms needs to instruct everybody to copy me and not their neighbor. They're all doing the black background again, and I keep getting more paint, more black paint. Okay, now what's left in my paintbrush? It's going to be chalk. It's almost out of paint. Now I can sneak up and just put like, oh, invisible, invisible, oh, invisible. It's almost see-through. Because I don't get I'm already out of black, so I'm just dropping off like some powder. Neat. So the red kind of ate up the black, but a little at a time, a little at a time, a little at a time, till I totally ran out. I'm supposed to run out of black. It's supposed to be very black, not very black, ran out of black, red. And then who has interesting texture? Wait, check for zigzags. That is not interesting at all. It's right? And teacher, you know who your dominant student is in the room. Please correct that person who is making everyone else copy them. And if it's not happening in your room, it's not you guys. Great, now we have to clean our paintbrush because it has red and black on it. And you know what this big paintbrush is for next? Well, not now, we have to do her face, right? It's for making these big stripes. And these stripes are made by putting one wet color and then I put another color to make stripes on top. Look at those cool stripes. There is black in there, brown in there, and white in there. What would happen if I touched it one more time? Scratch, scratch. It would just become black because it would mix them. I'm actually I put some red and then I put some rusty brown on top. And I gave them permission just to be stripes of each other. They're touching each other and that's it. And then, ooh, that one's interesting. That one's interesting. Right? I give it permission to have little stripes of color in them without mixing them together. Okay, but we use the big paintbrush for that. Well, my big paintbrush is filthy, so I get a paper towel. Where's my paper towel? And I'm gonna squeeze the paint out. And right now it looks like an abstract. You're like, what? Why did we do all that? Ew, my paper towel literally just came apart in my hands. The paint comes off when you just get your hands wet, and the paint turns back to glue and washes right off. This has to soak up water. It doesn't come out of clothes because it turns to hard plastic. Oop, drop that paper towel. Okay, I need a new one anyway. And then just it's gonna dry out a little bit, but it's fine. We could reread it because we're gonna switch to medium paintbrush. This little baby one. And which side is her soft blending side? I know. So look how I hold it when I want to pet my face. It's like a magic wand. Right? Did anybody go over and check with that other classroom and see that their technology is working? Because they're still frozen and it's been like 10 minutes. Okay, so it's very smooth like this. Oh, but look what happens when I use the tip. It's very scratchy, right? You're like, oh. So all of a sudden you'll notice when you're painting, the paint keeps coming off. Oh, you're holding it like a pencil. And then it goes scratch, scratch. No, when we're trying to blend, we go like this. And look how I'm holding it, magic wand, soft, okay? So we're gonna do his little ear. And I just want you to make sure that the background is dry. So just go around his ear. Yeah, dry. All right. So just make sure his ears are dry. You know, the background, that's how fast it dries. I know. And then we're going to get our caramel paint. Where's our caramel paint? Caramel. And then this is to make the ear, right? But you know what's weird about this color? She looks good, right? She looks like a pretty color. If you put her on thin, she's see-through. So annoying. So if we put a little bit of white, not only are we brightening it, but the white is opaque, which means you can't see through white. So she will help her not be so see-through. It's a trick. You guys ready? So I'm just going to stab. This is a little paintbrush. She can't hold very much paint. So just stab your tan paint and you just go poke. It gets just the right amount of paint. Just do that, poke. Look, it holds the exact right amount of paint. And then I want to do this little ear right here, right? And I can see the pencil line, and then this little hole is going to be black. But we can't do black yet because it'll make our paintbrush dirty. So how do we outline again with paint? Here they come. Are they logging back on? I'm excited. Here they come. Okay. And then I go smash, and I'm staying inside the ear, and I let one hair cover the pencil. Am I scribbling? No, I push. And it squeezes out the side perfectly smooth. There you guys are. I see you. Just assume you know how to do the background and just do it really fast like you don't care. And catch up with us because it doesn't really matter. You can always go back and do the background later, right? It's just a disappearing black inside the red paint. Okay, now I would like to outline where the little ear hole goes. So I'm inside right there, and I got one hair touch my pencil, whoosh, there. And maybe across the bottom. Who got a nice smooth edge? You didn't wiggle? But after I have it outlined, remember, you should not be a step behind. You should not be thinking about what you're doing. You should just copy me and be at the exact same spot as me. And I'm talking to the other class, not you guys, because I know your electronics got messed up. And this is the way we did this background. And we just made a dirty little paintbrush with dirty black paintbrush and just made our red a little dirty. That's all we did. Okay, and now I'm going to, look at that. I got to outline it better. There's still white showing. So I just go rainbow, 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 and fix it, fill it in. But because I outlined it, do I go outside the lines? No, because it's a human trick. And then that's, look how see-through that is. And I can see all those ugly stripes. But what if I get a little bit of white? Find my white. Oh, how much white do you think I need? A humongous amount? No, the white will make the whole thing white. So I just need some, just to brighten a little bit and help her not be so see-through. Remember, you outline along the inside, the little inside shape too. Now I'm going to get how much white? There's no way to know for sure. So you just get some, which is basically a little pearl on the end of your paintbrush. And then we're just going to drop it off like a little booger. We always want to get it off our paintbrush. Look at this, Moko. Get off my paintbrush. There. Now you do it. We're not going to leave it like that. But now that it's off my paintbrush, now I can use the side of my paintbrush. I kind of sneak up on it and push it around. So wait, how many color values for 3D? 3. Caramel by herself is dark. Caramel and white is medium. And if I get any white left, that's bright. Okay, so what if some parts don't get any white in it? So it'll be dark. Okay, here I go. Pushy, shovey, pushy, shove. Oh, I'm pushing the white around and very gently. And look it makes 3 versions of caramel without even trying. Oh, I wasn't on camera doing that. Let me try again. And I do it gently, and I'm like, I do have dark parts, medium parts, and light parts. What? And it happens accidentally. But look at me use the tip of my paintbrush. Scratch. Oh, it just scratched the paint right off. Oh, okay, side of my paintbrush, put it back on. All right. The softer, right? Okay, that we did very, very slow and boring because that was our very first little object, right? Now we can go faster. What about this one? Wouldn't that just be caramel with a little bit, and it's littler because it's farther away from us on the other side of his head. So I just get a little poke of caramel. Poke, I don't need very much. And wait, I got the background on it. So I'm going to cover it up right now. So I land, wait, watch me. I land inside, smash, and sneak up, and I am going to go on top of the background a little bit because the ear is in front of the background, and let one smash one bead of paint. Nice. And then I could just color that in, you know. Well, look at, compared to the other ear with a little bit of white on it, that looks boring. So let's get a tiny bit of white. That's a small object, so how much white do you think? A little bit? Just get a little tiny poke of white. And I just drop it off like a booger. Am I going to leave it like that? No. I smoosh it around like this. Smoosh it. Uh-oh. I'm afraid I'm going to go outside the line. So maybe just gentle little letter N's, lowercase n, smooshy, smashy. Whoa. Okay. Look it. I got bright parts, medium parts, and dark parts. What? I got 3D. And what if there's a lump of paint? The paint all dries flat, so you don't have to worry about lumps. Yay. Good job. Now let's do the hair. Can you find your brown paint? The brown one, the one that looks like pudding. She dries really, really dark. I'll show you. This is the brown right here. Look at her. She's super dark brown. She doesn't look that brown until she dries. Okay, but we're just going to put a layer of brown hair, like a skeleton, and then we'll paint over it when it's dry. And we'll use this small paintbrush, and we do not care that it has paint in it. It'll just make cool stripes. So watch this. Everybody pause. Get your brown paint and just go poke. And then I'm just going to make the hair. But look at the hair. We're just going to put the background on it so we can paint over it. But at first they go, and we just touch his forehead. You land and go straight up. Straight up. And then they start to lean backwards right away like bangs. And then they go behind the ear, and then they fall down, and then they fall straight down like this. I'll show you. This is what I want you to know about painting hair. Everybody pause and look up. I have a paper plate. I just go smash, flick. Oh! How did I get that point? Watch me. I go smash, flick, and I let go that last second. Watch me ruin it. Push forward, back and forth, back and forth. Where's my spike? Because the paintbrush is flat. Now I just have two boxes. What is happening to my hair? I got boxes. So you land and flick. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to get my brown. And I just go like this, and it's by the ear, and it just goes straight up. I just touch her forehead and go up, up. And you go into the background. Maybe another hair, up, up, up. And I'm away and you can't even see it, but I'm going into the background because I want the hair, see? The hair goes into the background. This one you can see because I'm using caramel paint. But we're just going to cover up. I don't want to see that white anymore. Bye, white. That's what we're trying to do. So I get more brown. Okay, now they're going to lean backwards. Whoa. Whoa, like I'm combing his hair. Backwards. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. There, goodbye. Let go the last second. And then I can go to the tip of his ear. Well, I can't see this very good. Can anybody see this very good? What if he had a little bit of white? So I'm going to get white. Watch me. Get a little poke of white. Watch. These are the stripes. So I go land and go, oh, ooh, ooh. Look at this. Should I scribble it in? No. Straight. And then I lean back. And I lean back. Put a little bit of white in it. Because this is how you learn how to paint the hair. When we do it with all the colors. You're like, oh, just brown and white looks wicked good. Now you do it. But they started off straight up. And then they tilt back a little. And then they tilt back a little. And then they're pointing towards the corner. Look at the corner. Look at the corner like that. Okay, now I need to do behind his ear. Where's my brown? Okay, so I touch the back of his ear, and it just goes flick, flick. Oh, the white in my paintbrush is helping you see it. Look. Whoosh. I touch the back of his ear, and I just push away from the ear. Push away from the... Oh, I'm all over the background. I don't even care. There. Now watch me put white on it. Don't scribble the white on. We like the stripes. Watch me. Everybody pause and look up. How do I get the endsies pointy? I smash and go flick. I touch and go flick. And I touch and go flick. And I touch and go flick. Flick, flick, flick. Oh, that's not close enough to his ear. Let me get a little closer. There. I just land more careful. Doesn't that look neat? That's going to dry and we're going to paint over it. That was just like a skeleton. But who saw that there was two kinds of color? I'm not trying to make chocolate milk where you mix white and brown. I actually like the stripes that the white make on the brown. And then what if I keep touching it? What happens to my color? It just turns to chocolate milk. So how many times do you touch it? One time. You just go streak, done. Streak, done. What if you scribble it together? What do you get? Medium. Very boring. One color. Snorbore, right? Good job. Okay, now we're going to clean our paintbrush. And thank you, my teacher friends, for going around and making suggestions. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for being my assistant and supporting the learning. Okay, now I clean my paintbrush because it's got brown and white on it, and I would like have the caramel for his, we could do his nose and his face and stuff now, but that brown and white's got to go. So, bloop, right? Look at it, does look like cake. Okay. Now we're gonna use our caramel, and we can, oh, let's do like just underneath his ear. What happens underneath his ear? What? We're gonna put red in it. But do I let the red just sit there? No. I'm actually gonna use my finger, and I'm gonna, at the very edge of the red, I use my finger and try to make reddish caramel. I cannot go deeper into the red and get more caramel. I'm just trying to make the edge of the red blurrier. Okay, but first we're gonna paint it caramel. So I stab my caramel, stab, and I go, all right. So look at my ears all over my forehead. I don't care, because I'm about to cover it up. Watch this. I smash my paintbrush, and I'm just, outlining, and I outline the bottom of his ear. Oh, I'm going to go along his hair and go along his cheek too. Look at this. Oh, look at that funny shape. It's this little cheeky thing. And his forehead, it looks like an M. That's sweet. Why is it that shape? I don't know, because it's not a real lion. It's the idea of a lion, right? Okay, ooh, let's protect his eye, you know? So let's outline the, I'm afraid I'm gonna get caramel paint in his eye. So I get a poke of the caramel, and I'm gonna protect his eye. Watch me, everybody pause and look up. So I go above his eye and I go smash, right? But now I'm gonna go down, 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 and then let one hair touch the triangle. So I didn't actually get any paint in the triangle. I was always slightly above it and go whoop, and then slightly below it and sneak up, whoop, and try to protect that triangle. Because if you cover it up, I would know where it was at. Okay, now we're going to turn the whole thing caramel, right? You know, it's all caramel up here. Right? But maybe use the side of your paintbrush. Maybe switch the way you hold your paintbrush and go, the tip seems a little scratchy. So I'm going to stab my caramel, stab it like that. And then shimmery, pushy, shovey, caramel. Oh, wait, let me get it. Oh, I ran out of paint. I could hear it. It got scratchy. Okay. Just under his eye a little bit. I don't know. All right. And then are you using it like a pencil and holding it like a pencil and going scratchy? No, we hold it like this, like a magic wand. And we go, oh, the side of the paintbrush has a better texture. Who likes that texture of the side of the paintbrush?
Are you using a dark brown or the caramel for that?
Caramel color. And it's just peanut butter it on, peanut butter. Oh, caramel. And then try using the tip of your paintbrush just to see. Just prove me wrong. Oh my God. See? That is rude. So I go back with the side of my paintbrush and go, oh yeah, It is a better texture using the side of the paintbrush. Well, that is boring. And that is just one color. Can we put a little bit of white in it? Brighten it up a little. So I'm just gonna poke my white. There's no way to know the right amount of white, we guess. So maybe just a poke. It's not a tiny bit, but it's more like a poke. And then we're going to put it near his eye to make the part around his eye the brightest part, you know. So I'm just going to put it over his eye like an eyebrow. They don't really have eyebrows, but I just go, whoosh. Get off my paintbrush. But then if it's brightest near his eye, where's it going to be darkest? Near his forehead and his cheek? Exact, because you'll run out of white paint. So now I would like to change the texture because that looks ridiculous. And I push it around like, oh, look at me push around the white. Oh, look at, scribbly, scribbly, push it around. And then I just give it permission to run out of white. That looks really good. Look at how it changed the texture of your caramel. Just a little bit of white because she's called opaque. You can't see through her. I know what I don't like. Look at those weird stop marks. Every time my paintbrush stops and starts, it's like a suction cup and pulls the paint off. Let me see if I could do it softer. There, okay. Who got it a little brighter on his eyebrow? And then you just kind of move it around. And then, did you go higher and higher until it runs out? Remember, you do not clean your paintbrush, please. We need the paint in your paintbrush, right? We go, wee. Oh, you guys are catching up. I see you. Oh, you guys were off for me in the other room. Okay, so, and I went like this, and I went higher, farther away, farther away, farther away, up, and I ran out of white. So now it's darkest at the top, brightest above his eye, and maybe I can put it on his cheeky bone right there. And I give it permission to run out. Now I have to do this red. I do not want it pink, so I'm not going to add any white to it. But look at how it's very red under his ear. But then it blurs into nothing underneath it. We're going to use our finger for that and just go calm down bottom of the red like that. You guys ready? Because your finger is an excellent blending machine. So I'm going to just, how much red, teacher? Is still kind of a guess, right? So we do not put black in the eye. You cannot put black in your paintbrush while we're painting. It's just going to smear around. Don't do that till the end. Black in your paintbrush makes everything look gray. Okay, so I'm just going to get a poke of red. Whoever the dominant person is in the room, somehow everybody has seen that somebody painted it black in the eye, and everybody did it. Okay, so whoever the dominant person is in the room, please stop doing that. Thank you. Okay, so I got the red, and I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna wipe it off, and teachers in the room, you need to be directing the following of instructions. So I go like this, and I'm gonna wipe it off like it's a booger, like a rainbow under his ear. Whoosh, right? Just wipe it off like whoosh, okay? And then can I just push it around a little bit, just a little bit with the side of my paintbrush? Okay. But look at how the bottom looks like a straight line. Now I'm going to try to make it blurry, caramely red on the bottom. I like that it's very red up there by his ear. But now I go, mix it away until it becomes invisible, dirty, reddish caramel. Look at what I did. It's blurry. I can't even see the line anymore. I just kept touching it till I can't go up and get more red. I like that it's red up there. But I'm just trying to touch the bottom of it. Look at how the colors make a new color. Love it! The best. But you can't use your paintbrush to blend. How come? She keeps dropping off more red. She won't run out, but no paint on your finger blurs them together. The paintbrush keeps dropping off more paint. She won't stop. And I use my finger. Do you guys notice how you had black on your paintbrush and it's making all your colors look black? Okay, now I clean my paintbrush and I just go, pinch. Pinch, you guys are being dominated by somebody. Pinch. Okay, now I would like to do, now that I know how to do, okay, everything we know how to do will make this painting gorgeous. Watch this. Do we know how to outline with paint to make a smooth line? Yes. Do we know how to make one color disappear inside of another color and blend? Yes. That means we can do the rest of this painting very, very easy. Okay, so now we're going to do the nose. So it's, and let me show you. So obviously, we do the, what is this boogie on there? I dropped paint on my painting. Aw. my lion got dirty. Because it was underneath my painting. Look what I did. Oh, okay, whatever. Okay, so it's a caramel nose, right? And then the cheek is also caramel. But then I get the red and I blur the red triangles in the middle. But I blur her edges with my finger. Jess? Yes? Okay, you already know how to do that. So, okay. Okay, we need a nice straight nose, right? So how do we do it? We stab our caramel and we get a lot of paint. How come? Because when we smash our paintbrush, it goes, right? And no, this one, the bottom one. And no, I guess it's the top one. And I go smash, and I let this one hair touch the red and make a smooth line, and I don't wiggle. You want to see me do it? Okay, so I land in his nose because his whole nose is caramel, right? And I go smash, okay, because I don't care. And then I go up, 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 I'm touching. Now I'm going to push. Oh, wait, white showing. Push, push. I have to be on the red a little bit because I do not want... Uh-oh, watch out for that nose. We need that pencil to live because I won't be able to redraw that line. Okay, I got to turn the corner. I'm going super slow. And I need to go up and over this nostril. Oh my God. Go slow. And what happens with your paint's not thick? Do you pick up your paintbrush? Because we're making a smooth, thick line, right? And look, I have to go around his little nostril because these little things cats have, but they're stick up, right? And then they're able to close their nose when they need to. So we have to go around it. Oh my God. I'm so scared I'll lose the shape. But if I stay in the caramel part and just stare at one hair touching the pencil. Yes! So tricky, but once you get it, you're like, I got it, lady. I see it. I understand it. All right. Okay, now let's outline this top of the triangle thing. Is that really going to be a perfect triangle? It's good. I want to ruin it with my finger when I, excuse me, do the scribbly thing. Oh, I need water and a cough. Too much talking. Now, for texture, side of my paintbrush. Okay. I don't like it. It's not smooth. Let me touch it one more time for smoothness. Very gentle. Just to flatten the paint smoothly and softly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What makes it actually prettier? The white paint. So, and if we look at this one. If we put the white paint really close and we push it up to the top, look at how the white against the red is high contrast and really helps the nose stand out. It's still caramely, right? But that white, ooh, looks really good there. So I'm going to get a poke of white. And how much white do I need, teacher? I don't know. We just kind of figure it out. There's no way. Everybody's is slightly different. So I just go poke. I got some. I don't know. Right? Okay, now I'm going to go like this and drop it off really close to the top of his nose, you know, but not touching. Because I want to sneak, keep my line straight. So I just go like this and put it near the top. Whoosh. Right? Ooh, I could put this white under his eye too. You know? And then now can I very gently make lighter caramel? Yes, look at me, smashed it in a little bit. But I really want that white closer to the top. Now it can sneak up and push it. Now that we made our new color, let's push it up higher. It's in my paintbrush. That looks really good. But you know what I hate? Why would the white stop suddenly next to his eye? Could I just use my finger and blur that a little bit right there? You know, right here above his, and push. Remember we put white above. Can we just mix these colors together and push this over her eye? Look at, oh yeah. It looks attached now. Yeah. Okay, I just attached it to her forehead. Okay. So otherwise it would have just stopped. Okay, now guess what's in my paintbrush? I still have some tan, so I'm going to push it under his eye and push it around, okay? And I give myself permission to run out of that tan color. Oh, I'm going to push it under the eye on the other side, too. Look at, on his cheek. Look at, that looks, above his eye. Nice. And it becomes this like mist. Remember when we ran out of black paint and it became mist? You give your paintbrush permission to drop off just a mist amount of white, like an invisible amount. And you're like, oh, okay, I got it. And then I never let a color just come to a stop. I always try to like blur with my finger, like calm down. There's a line, weird. Okay, now let's do the whole cheeky part right here. Right? It's just caramel, very boring, right? So I just stab the caramel like I'm mad and get a whole bunch of caramel on there. And I just go, right? Because I'm just going to push it around all over his cheek, right? But where is his cheek? Oh, okay. It's along the bottom and, I have to go around this weird Nike swish and this whole cheek. Might as well go behind it too. Look at that weird shape, right? But it's his cheek. I guess I could go under the triangle too, yeah. Okay. Does that make sense? It's a weird shape, right? So I went along the triangle. Let me say it again because I went really fast. Sorry. I went under the triangle, along his cheeky cheek, right? But I went past it a little bit because there's this weird Nike swish thing. You know what that is? That's the black. So it's obviously not going to stay there. And then now I can fill all this in with the caramel. I'm not leaving it like that. I just need to cover it with caramel because look at how bad that looks compared to my smooth when I smoothed it. I just need to get it wet. Like that, right? Because I'm going to smooth it with a little bit of white. So I'm going to put a little bit of white on it. So I get a little poke of the white. And I'm just going to drop it off near his jawline right here. Blah, blah. Now I'm going to smooth. So how soft do I do it when I'm smoothing side of my paintbrush? Who thinks I'm going too fast? I'll slow down. Remember, this is just some weird shape. Who keeps cleaning their paintbrush? I'll let you know. That color in your paintbrush is helpful. Don't clean your paintbrush. I'll tell you. Okay, push it around. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, look at it's all light. Can I push this up a little higher onto his cheek? Yes. Look at, I can, I don't like, I don't, calm down with my finger. Whoa. Right? Whoa, put it under his eye. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Weird. Oh, side of my paintbrush. I'm scratching it off, being wild. I want to put more caramel on mine. Mine's too thin. I can see right through it. Look at it. I don't like it. I'll put it thicker. Okay. Oh, better. My paint was too thin compared to before. So the color was, okay, a little more caramel seemed to help me. And then I go back and I do the flattening thing with super soft with a paintbrush. Ew, it kept coming off. Super soft. Why does it keep coming off? Because your paintbrush is like a sponge and it keeps taking the paint off and putting it back on. Taking it off. So you have to like get the idea of it and do it gently and take, oh, I see what it's doing. You can only experience it for yourself. If I tried to explain it, you'd be like, what is she talking about? So you have to literally just watch your own paintbrush do weird things and like, well, how do I adjust that? How do I adjust that? That's how you learn on this planet. It's just adjusting, right? Now I would like to, are you guys ready for the triangle? Oh, go under the triangle. Everybody look. I went under my triangle too, like I'm like, why? Because we're gonna, is that a real triangle? No, we're gonna make his edges all blurry. It's the shadow next to his nose, like mine, right here. But they have a giant nose, right? So I'm gonna get some red and I just poke my red Sometimes I don't get enough red, but it's just a poke of red. And I drop it off on the bottom. Bottom of my triangle. Is that going to stay like that? No, it looks like a racing stripe. Oh, no. Okay, it's too low. Okay, now watch. Now I'm going to scribble it up. Up. It's getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and I don't care. And am I leaving that weird triangle like that? No. Now I'm going to use my finger just like I did. Look at how this is dried. Do you not love this ear thing we did? Look at the blurry you made. We're going to make that caramely red now. I can't touch the middle of the triangle, too much red, but I could scratch at the edge of it and make blurry red. Oh, look at mine. It made oh, I don't like that texture I did. That looks like stripes. Oh, you know what? I don't love it. I wanted it to be caramely red like this one. Can we add some caramel to that? I'm not happy. I just want to adjust. I'm going to get caramel, poke, like this, and go swoop. Just drop off some caramel on it. And then, oh, that is neater. Oh, yeah. Caramel on top of the red is more interesting. Oh, that's what I did last time. I like it. And then my edge is very blurry. Oh, you got to put caramel on the red, and then it turns that pretty color. See, I thought it was pure red, but after I was staring on it, I was like, no, I don't think that's right. And who's got nice blurry edges so you don't see the triangle anymore? It's not like perfectly straight lines anymore. It's all blurry, made out of fur. Great, now we're going to make that black thing. You guys ready? Did you make a weird blurry triangle thing? Yeah, and what if yours isn't perfectly triangle? I know, it's just a shadow on the side of his nose. Okay, now we gotta do black. I'm so scared. Look at my black. My black is black along his lip, and then I go. And then it's supposed to turn into powder black up the side of his cheek, which means I have to run out of black. Wait, we've done this before, right? Sometimes I don't put enough black. I've done that before. But let's get it caramely first. Just so, because now that I've done the red, I realize it's supposed to be caramel with red on it. But let's do that. Okay, so I don't have to clean my paintbrush. This is not going to hurt anything. So I get caramel, poke. Let's just dirty up from his, Oh, mine had red in it, but I'm going to put black on it so it won't matter. And now I'm going to get black. Everybody watch. Poke. One little poke of black. Oh, you can't see because it's on my shirt. Black, right? Black. And then everybody pause and look up, even if you're busy. And look what I did. I had to look at my caramel is down his cheek. Right there. And watch me. Don't look away. I'm going to put black and wipe it off, right? Blah, 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 blah. And then clean my paintbrush. How come? Well, I guess not. This is what I'm afraid of. I won't run out of black paint. And it will be solid black up his face. Okay, watch me do it first. And then you decide how you want. Okay, here I go. And it becomes that Nike swish. So it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, I am running out of paint. Okay. Smaller. Nike swish. I'm not leaving it like that. And now I'm going to switch to my finger. I am going to point. Okay, now I have to ruin the sides and make it dirty. And I'm going to try to make, look at, it's like a powder. It's like a powder on my finger. I can only touch the edges. Oh, look at, I'm dirtying up his face. Oh, looks like a shadow. Oh, okay. I never go back to the solid black part, but oh, look at the edges. I got it on his lip. I'm gonna wipe up. Oh, oops. Okay, don't do that. And then, because that's what happens with dirty fingers. Okay. Look at mine's all the way up by the red, but whatever. Okay, look at neat. Dark, medium, light. Did you get dark? Is it darkest by his lip? And then right here on where red and black are, can we just make it blurry so it doesn't look like they can be in an invisible world where they touch, like a bridge between two worlds, all dusty. There. Yeah. Okay, now I have to clean our paintbrush. I'm very scared. I got black in my paintbrush. I do not want black in my paintbrush. So I gotta stab my paintbrush. Oh my gosh, my paintbrush landed in red paint. Ew. Okay, clean my paintbrush. Just squeeze it out really hard. Okay, I need to do it a couple times. I want all that out. So I pinch it, squeeze it out, pinch it. And then I just got paint on my chin. And then, okay. Okay, well, I don't like this part right here where the red, we're going to use our finger and make sure this is dry right here. Use your finger and make sure this black is now dry. And this, just dry it off. Because we want to put caramel right there, and there's just right here on it. Because his lip, his whip. This can, there. So I could put some caramel on it without it turning black. There. Okay. And then now I'm going to get caramel. Poke! And I could put it here. And, wait. Pause. I need to outline the front of his lip and the top of his lip. So I go smash. Okay, because once I outline something as a human, I don't go outside the lines. It's the law. And remember, dry this black back here so it doesn't make blackish tan. There. And then now I could just paint it caramel. But wait. Look at his face. We go and we put white on the very front of his lip, and then we go back, run out of white. But we had to make it caramel first. Right? So, I made it caramel, see? I put caramel on it first. Because the white is going to disappear inside that caramel, right? Like that. So now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. Mostly because I still see black in my paintbrush and I want to go get white. And this will make gray. So I'm going to squeeze it out. Squeeze it! Okay. Because here we go. And you can get this white part on your black. Alright. So I'm going to get my white poke. And I'm going to put it from his nose to the lip. Right here. It's going to be very white. And then as I go up and down and go less white, watch me. Everybody watch. You ready? Okay. So remember when we did the nose, we made it very white. So it's going to be very white. Okay, wait. Next one won't be as white. Less white. I'm running out of white. I don't like the stripes, but I am going to go back with my finger and smooth it. Less white. I'm running out of white. It looks like there's a blob of white on my paintbrush, but not on the other side. I'm giving it permission to run out. All gone. They look like stripes, but I'm going to fix it with my finger. Okay, now put white on it. Super bright white, like, oh my God, so white. And then less white. Now I'm going to use my finger because I don't like, and I can get rid of those stripes because that looks, I don't like it. So it's very white and I push backwards. But oh, look how smooth my finger changes it. And I can, wait, don't stop. You can make it slightly blurry inside of the black. I did. But I gotta clean my finger. I don't want that black on there. Clean my finger. Ew. Okay, look at this mustache. Right there. Just, can you make that blurry at the top with maybe just a finger scribble? Look at, just go. Calm down, white. Calm down at the top. You're perfectly straight. Be blurry like fur. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, now we're going to do her chin right here. So we just need a little bit of caramel. So just not a lot. Just like a little poke. Poke. Right? Some. Little bit. And I'm just going to put it, attach her chin here to the back here. Right? There. Painty, 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 painty. But that's all. Maybe it closer. Okay. There. And then don't do any more. Do that. Don't dilly-dally. Don't think about something else. Hurry, hurry. Because now we get to do the lip. So where is it most? And now I have dirty caramel inside my paintbrush. How come? Because do I want this white to be pure white? No. So a little bit of caramel in my paintbrush will decorate my white. So I poke my white, and I just get some. But I need to outline his lip. Oh, like that. And then I'm also going to, everybody pause. I'm also going to outline underneath his lip here. Oh, okay. Okay. But then I just need to attach all those. And what if little pieces of hair fall out the bottom? Won't hurt anything, right? So now I just go up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, look at the caramely white it made. Awesome. Oops, I made a mess. Let me fix it. Oh, I could put some of this white on my caramel. Yeah. There. Okay, teachers, whoever might be behind, please walk up to them and encourage them to finish that last step with the chin and the lower jaw. Good job. So, who feels like you, okay, it's not perfect, right? It's just a painting. We can throw this in the garbage if you want. But who feels like you understand dark, medium, light, letting one paint color disappear into another color? Who feels like you understand highlighting and shadowing, shapes, colors, the texture of the paint by how you hold your paintbrush? Right? That was fast learning. Okay? Now we're going to clean our paintbrush. And we're going to paint the inside of the ears, the nose, and the mouth. But I have tricks because we don't want to lose the shape of the eyes. Okay, so we clean our paintbrush, and look at how tiny when I clean my paintbrush. She gets super, super tiny. And if I want her to stay tiny, do I smash my paintbrush really hard and go bleh? No. I do it very softly so she doesn't open. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Because I don't want her to go, you know this paintbrush can get huge when she wants to be. So I'm going to get my Blick, and I just go like this, and I just go poke. I just get some. And I'm going to do his eye. But everybody watch. Everybody pause and look up. Watch me. Don't do it yourself. Watch me. How do you outline and paint again? Let me remind you. I land inside the eye because the whole eye is black. Then I sneak up, up, up. One of the hairs of the paintbrush is touching the line. So now I can push backwards. There. Then I can land in the middle of the eye again and push forward and do the front of the eye. Then I land in the middle of his eye again and I push down so one hair can do all the outlining, not the whole paintbrush. And then it's a mushy, 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 easy little outlining thing. So you're inside the eye the whole time, going slightly up, slightly down, slightly forward, slightly back. And it's very gentle. And we keep our paintbrush inside the eye at all times. And then you might have to hold it by the metal. And sometimes I even pull my painting closer to me like this. So I can lean it forward. Now I can do it. Right? How about this ear then? The ear thing will be easy, right? It's just a rainbow, right? With a flat bottom. Easy. So now I go, all right, and I just land in the rainbow smash, right? Because the whole inside is black. And then I sneak up and let one hair make the line. And then once I have a good outline, how easy is it to fill in? So easy. Smushy, smushy, smushy. Okay, now the weird nose part. Do the black ear. Do it. No dilly-dally. Somebody's getting tired. Do you know why you're tired? You're at an hour and a half sitting. Kindergartners can only do a half an hour. Third graders can only do an hour. And we're asking you to do 2 straight hours. So you have to find your energy and push forward. Do the inside of the ear. Okay, now the nose thing. And this, it's obviously a triangle at first. But this little thing is what makes it a cat. The nostril is what makes it a cat nose, okay? So I go, all right. Oh, a little poke more black. It has to be smooth, thick black. And wait, watch me. I land in the triangle. Now I'm going to push up, 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 up. Okay, oh, and then straight. I'm staying inside the triangle at all times. Ah, now I have to do the bottom of it. So I have to go. Oh, okay. It reminds me of a heart shape. But that's a line from the side. You know, from the front, it looks like a smile. It's very weird. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush, mostly to make my paintbrush very, very pointy. And I let it look like a flat little knife, like this. Can you see it? Like I'm literally making it flat on purpose because we're going to do the mouth. And I'm going to cut a little line with black. And this is the way you make every time you try to redraw the black mouth, it gets wider and more bigger and bigger and bigger. So if we can do it in one stripe, you're super lucky. And it does point backwards. If you've ever seen a lion, she does go like this, or he. It looks like this on the sides. So we are making that downward shape, right? So I hold it like a knife because I flattened it. And I touch the front of her mouth and push backwards and don't pick up my paintbrush. I just push backwards. And that is how you make a straight line. You can't wiggle, you can't scribble. That's for markers and Sharpies. Right? So I just go push. Done. Sweet. Now guess what we get to make? Hair. So we get to switch to this paintbrush again. But she's all dry and stiff. Just bounce it on your hand. It'll wake up. We're going to make hair out of it anyway. There. Now she's fluffy again. Okay? But we're going to... And what was the rule about hair? Let go. Do it. And go flick. And do that. Do not pull back down. That makes it straight. Right? You cannot scribble. So whoever's in that room that keeps making everybody copy them, you're teaching them wrong. So we can only get paint like this. We only land and push away. And that's how, oh, my paintbrush is too dry still. So I go flick, flick, flick. And I like those stripes. That looks like hair. If I keep, and then if I add some color like caramel to it, I just go, watch me, watch this. Oh! Should I touch that one more time and turn them brown? No, I like that they scratch each other and make hair. So can I go up and then pull back down? No, it makes a box. Do not do this. It's land, swipe. That's how you get the pointies. Okay, you guys ready? So we're going to be doing it with caramel and then decorate the caramel. But we had to black out that mess. Okay, so where's caramel? Get your paintbrush. Poke the caramel. Poke. Big paintbrush. Big paintbrush. Switch to big paintbrush. Big and fluffy. And then, oh yeah, look what we're going to do. It's caramel, but it has scratches of rusty brown and brown in it. And do I mix them in? No, I give them permission just to sit there on top of the caramel like little scratches. You guys ready? Okay, so we're just gonna get our caramel and we just paint over what we already did. So I land on his forehead and go straight up. I'm painting over everything I did with caramel. And I just go, and straight up, and I let my paintbrush end into the black background. Flick, flick. Oh, then what happens? Doesn't it start to lean backwards really fast? They start off straight and then they go woo and lean back, right? Now I'm going to start leaning backwards. Over his ear. Whoop, 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 whoop. That already kind of looks good, doesn't it? And I just push backwards. And there, wait, only like this. Straight up, and then lean back. And then it starts to point at the corner. Whoosh, whoosh. And I let my paintbrush stick out over the background, and that's how you get those little pointies. More. Okay, touch the ear and flick. Touch the ear and flick. Oh, nice. Flick. Okay. But it's still very boring right now. All I see is caramel, so I'm not in love with it. It needs a little something, don't you think? Did you make it all caramel again? Hurry. Wait, remember when we got our background red and then decorated it? We're just getting it wet with caramel so we can add colors to it and make stripes. So it's caramel color, and we just go flick, and we go, oh, and it's touching the background, whoa, right? But now I get it wet with caramel, so I can add colors and make the stripes. Okay. Well, if I get it wet with caramel, how much color do you think I need to make it stripedy? Just a tiny bit of the browns. Just a little decoration, just a little tiny bit. Okay, you want to see? Just want a little bit. Okay, so I'm like, where's regular brown? Oh, there she is. It was sitting on the wrong table. Okay, I just get some, just like, because I just want to decorate a little bit of my caramel, and I just go and poke, and I just got some. Look how little, some. So I can go wee like that, and just, put a little something in the caramel. Should I scrub this into the caramel? No, it'll just turn, the whole thing will turn brown. Who's more powerful, dark brown or caramel? Dark brown. The whole thing will turn, we just put like a streak. You want to see? Watch this. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have a ton of it. Okay, watch me. Here I go. Watch me. So I go, swoosh. Oh, and then another one, swoosh. Oh, swoosh. Oh, I'm streaking brown. And then should I go back and touch it one more time? No, I got streaks. Now you do it. Streak it.
What color is it?
Brown. But tiny bit of brown. Just a itty bitty baby bit of brown. The one that looks like pudding. But tiny bit. Because otherwise it will just be brown. I would like to scratch a teeny bit of brown inside. Oh, what about the Rusty color? Rusty. Where's Rusty Brown? We haven't used her yet. But how much? Okay, that's too tiny. That was ridiculous. Okay, there. All right, I'll get on my nose. Okay, I got it right there. All right. Maybe just by the ear, a little bit of rust. Okay, I might go by the ear and just go streak. Gorge. And maybe another spot. Oh, what? Did I paint over it, or did I put a tiny little decoration? Do I scrub it in? You cannot scribble that in. It'll just turn rusty brown and paint out. No. Okay, let's get a tiny bit of brown. Let's go down the mane and see if we can, see. We're just watching. So I just go, what? Like, how much brown to decorate caramel? A speck. Because I want it caramel. I just want a little something, So I just go, all right, you can have a little bit of brown. Oh, a little shadow. Woo! And then you can have some brown. And maybe just get off my paintbrush there. Oh, I want to use that rusty brown too. Where'd she go? Oh, too much. Look, that's too much. Okay, let me wipe it off on a napkin. I don't know what I was thinking right there. Okay, there, I just need a little bit. All right, and then kind of streak, Shake. Oh, pretty. Look at, I made, how many color values did I get? Caramel is the lightest. Then they kind of scratch into each other like this. And they are stripes. I'm not scribbling them together so they become one color. I'm going right on top. Scratch. Who thought that was wicked cool? I know. Wait till it dries. Look at how dark brown actually dries. She looks black. So just because, and there's a piece of rusty brown, right? You're like, I don't know. Well, it doesn't look that great till it dries. They darken when they dry. Okay, who wants to make more? Okay, now we're going to go right on top of the background and we're going to get caramel. And we just, with a dirty paintbrush, we're just going to make a whole bunch of crazy colors. You guys ready? So I get my caramel color and I just go stab and I get a huge disgusting amount. And let's just get it wet with caramel first and then decorate it. So we just go, wee! Okay, so I'm behind her ear and I just go, okay, right on top of smushy, smashy caramel. All right, looks like a big letter B. Smashing, and I'm on top of the background because the hair is in front of the background. If you have to get another part caramel, you can. Okay, and then nice and thick, stab, and then smash it with the biggest paintbrush, right? Smash it. It's 2 fingers big when you smash your paintbrush. We don't want to do this all day, right? Okay, now we're going to put a little bit of white on it. So I'm going to get a little poke of white. Listen, watch this. Everybody pause and look. Now I'm going to get white and go streak. And I streak the white into my caramel. Oh my gosh, that's neat looking. And I give it permission to have light parts, dark parts, and ran out of white parts. All 3 are great. And why am I doing it so smooth? Because it's a line. Oh, and at the bottom, we go onto the, stick out the bottom and they hang out down here, right? On top of the background down here, right? Okay, now let's do another one. So this one can be brown. Stab your brown color. Regular, and I have to touch the edge of that caramel so they overlap because no white's supposed to be showing, right? So now, and every time I go down her cheek, I land and swirl and land and swirl and land and swirl. Does that make sense? So now I go down her cheek and I go, brown. Oh, like that didn't even work. Okay, let me try again. What happened? Did I not get brown on my paintbrush? I thought I did. Okay. Okay, there wasn't enough brown. And oh, I got it on the caramel. I don't care. Do I want these white things showing? No. So I have to overlap them. And then I don't care how big it is. Smushy, smashy, smushy, smashy. Okay, now that it's wet, I do not smushy smash it anymore. And remember, put it behind her ear. It attaches behind her ear. Look, this is where her mane is from the back of her ear. Okay, the back of her ear. Okay, and now watch me, smash, smash, smash. Once it's wet, it's just like when we put the red on for the background. We get it wet, smash it on, get it wet, get it wet. And now we can decorate it. How about we put a streak of rusty brown on it? So I'm going to get my rusty brown, poke. And I'm going to put a streak where everybody pause and look up. Watch this. But I smashed it down first. Now watch. Right down the middle, I let some rusty brown be. And it came out the bottom. And we're smashing our paintbrush, right? So it could be big. And well, that's boring. Can I put just a little streak of white highlight on that? Wait, I put brown. You're cleaning your paintbrush. We don't clean our paintbrush. Don't clean your paintbrush between colors. This color ends up in this color, ends up in this color, ends up in this color. It just looks like a matching rainbow. Okay, and then maybe a tiny bit of white. Because how many colors for 3D? Dark, medium, light, right? Watch. Oh, just a little bit of white streaks, big long strings of white. What? Doesn't that look pretty? Should I go back and scrub that in and make chocolate milk? No, that looks like hair. That looks awesome. But they're big long strings of each other. So if I kept touching it, what would I get? Medium nothing. Nobody would love it. So I'm on purpose allowing these strings of color for the texture of hair. Okay, next one. Let's do red. Real red. Stab the red. Because he's not a real lion. This is a painting. And where does it go? Behind his jaw. It's behind his jaw, right? Like my hair goes behind my ear like that, right? So I go, oh, touch his jaw. Oh no, I'm touching that brown thing. So I need more red. Look at how that didn't last for nothing. More red. Step. Okay. Smashy, 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 smashy. Smash it, smash it, smash it. I'm just trying to get the whole stripe wet with red paint, right? Smash it so I can decorate it. And what if it gets on the other color I already did? So, remember where they are on the color wheel? They're touching each other on the color wheel, so they can't make any ugly colors. But we do want to be able to see each color, right? Let's put streaks of brown in it. Because remember how dark brown actually dries? It's going to look like dark brown stripes in the red. So I just poke just a little bit. Since it's just the decoration, when you decorate a color, you don't need as much. So everybody pause and look up. So I'm just going to go, woo. Just give it a little something gentle. Just give it little streaks. Nice. Nice. Oh, I got some of the brown on my other stripe. But I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. They can touch each other. And why are mine all bent? They're going to start to come closer and closer, and then they start making this S shape as they come down her face. Let me show you. So right now we just did rainbow, rainbow, right? But then as we get closer, we go bump it out, and we bump forward, and we bump forward, and we bump forward. Does that make sense? Okay. So it's like an S shape. So the next one will be S-ier. Remember? And then, wait, the bottoms have to come and stick out. Are you letting the bottoms stick out over the, over the, whoop, 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 yeah. Okay, next one. Black. Let's put a little bit of black on the edge of that red. Wait, black is very powerful, so careful with the black. She'll want to make everything black, so I get a touch of black, and just go, oh, okay, look at, I got a speck of black, and look at, hello, I'm a super black. I just got a speck of black, and look what she was able to do. I know. They put a whole bunch of pigment powder in the gel when they make black, so it's like, hello. Okay, well that's boring, because it's just black. Let's put brown on it. Stab your brown, and put brown on top of your black. Because look at, is she 3D? Is that black 3D? No. Remember, teachers, could you tell them to come and put that little hair down across the bottom? And we go past that white box and the hair sticks out the bottom, okay? Now I'm going to get the black. Watch this. Put brown on it. Look how it calms down. Oh, I need more. That brown ran out in 1 second. Oh, and now I'm going to whoosh it. I'm going to swipe it down. Calm down the black. Oh, that's pretty. Look at the pieces of brown in my black. What? Now let's get rusty brown. But my paintbrush has black in it. Now it's going to make rusty brown black. I never clean my paintbrush because I'm always rooting for a new color. Now I get the rusty brown and just stab it really hard. Stab! Oh my gosh, why is that so much? Because it's a way thinner paint and we can make it bigger. But watch, we're jumping forward into a little S shape. Everybody pause and look up. Land, and I go in. Oh, it's like an S shape now. I jump in front and curl in front. Oh, I got all over the black, so the black can handle it. Black cannot be dominated by anybody, so you can smash the black into the rest. Look at that. Black doesn't care. Black does not care. I know. You can put it right on black and the black stays there and just smears around. And do we scribble this on there? No. Watch what I'm doing. Everybody pause. Wee! Smush. Wee! Smush. For the texture. Let's put a little white on that because that's boring. It's not 3D-y. So I'm going to get white. And just on the front of the rusty brown, not where the black is, I just go, wait, oh. Okay, that's too white. Okay, let me calm it down by touching it a little bit. Okay, there. Okay, there. Oh my gosh, he was a little aggressive, that white. And somebody keeps cleaning their paintbrush after they get a color. We haven't done that one time. Because each color makes a new color, makes a new color, makes a new color inside the paintbrush. Okay, after rusty brown, let's put brown again with my dirty, filthy paintbrush. But I touch her cheek and now I'm just in front like this. I just go, oh. Oh, because there was stuff in my paintbrush. It streaked itself. Cool. And we're curving. His hair is not straight. So give it a little curve, right? And then maybe some red again. Poke. And go, oh, I got less red. How come? My stripes are getting smaller. You know what I mean? It's not needing as much paint as when I was doing back here. So I'm up, ooh, red on my brown. Ooh, I made reddish brown. They're streaking each other. They made stripes. What? That's pretty. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of black. Oh no. Look how much black I got. That is good. That's too much. Let me try again. I'm gonna clean. Oh, that was a ridiculous amount. So I'm just getting a little tiny poke of the black. Okay. What was I thinking? Okay, now I'm going to put black right there. Look at, oh, so now I just touch her face. And it just lines up along her face. Well, that's boring. I'm going to put some caramel on that. Ooh, some caramel on my black. And some white. I think the 3 colors would be nice. Scratch, scratch, scratch. And the hair is always coming out like it's out front. So who's behind? So, just keep decorating. Well, this color plus this color. Then this color plus this color. Do we ever let a color be by herself? No. This color and this color. You make it up. But you cannot scribble. Look. No. It's long stripe. Pull the paint through the other color. And then don't do it too much. Just watch what happens and right? And then whoosh, and then look at it. And then how many colors are we always trying to get? Dark, medium, light. Well, if you look at your colors, this would count as a light. This would count as a dark. This would count as a medium, right? So making streaks of them. And should black ever be by himself? No. He's a little harsh. Put a little something on your black. Tell her to be like more friendly with the other colors. Mix her with something. Some brown. Rusty color on the brown, on the black is gorgeous. Look how much rusty brown I gave you and we barely used it. This is such a good color. Let's see. Watch me. I'm going to get some rusty brown and put it on my black. Oh, it does calm it down. Calm down, black. Okay. Oh, I'm going to put some in the back a little bit. How about your bangs? Who likes their bangs now that it's drying? You know what I wish it had? We didn't put any white in our bangs. I don't know why. Why didn't I do that? Let me experiment for you. Nope, can't do it. It's dry. I can't. I would have to put caramel on it again and do it again. Oh, now it covered up my brown. Okay, you can't go back over it after it's dry. It just paints over it. I would have to put wet caramel and then on the wet caramel add little tiny strings of white. Oh, that's terrible. I'm ruining my painting. I would have to get wet caramel like this and streak the white to tell it to calm down. You can't just sit there white. You have to be mixed with something, so I get caramel and streaker. There. But I didn't know that until it dried. And then I was like, hey, that's not 3D, dark, medium, light. Do you have different versions of color in your main? Is black by herself? No. Black always gets a little something, something. So otherwise she's like the darkest thing on the whole canvas. And you're like, what is that black thing? So you have to calm her down and put rusty brown on the black. So pretty. Good job, you guys.